Hello everyone. So I have this quick little layout. You can see I had got it that hard paper. That was a really old Bella Boulevard paper. And then I'm using this really old Storyteller paper. This is a really old line from Crate Paper. And I've been saving this wood grain because it's just such a nice wood grain. I mean, it's hard to find really nice realistic looking wood grain like this, and I really liked it, so I've been saving it. But I just figured enough is enough. And the corner had some little pieces that I had cut for clouds, so I had to cut it shorter than 12 by 12. And I really like how this looks with the pink, even though it seems like it wouldn't go. It's kind of a little unexpected, I think, but I really like the combination. So I have these two photos of my daughter and my husband just taking selfies. We were walking around the canals in Venice, and Venice, California, and so I thought these pictures were just so cute, but I wasn't sure what I was going to do with them. And then in the Crate Paper Good Vibes collection, I think, there's a paper that says I believe in hugs. I mean a die cut that says I believe in hugs. So I immediately thought of these photos. And I gathered my supplies before I started the video. I kind of just put together some things that I thought I might use. I got these 6x6 papers from the Good Vibes collection as well. Some of the ephemera in there is from Amy Tangerine, Oh Happy Life. And I think I used the Main Squeeze Puffy stickers, but that's about it, I think. So I'm layering these, and of course I'm cutting out the center because, you know, you can always use it for something else. And while I'm working on this, I'm listening to a podcast. Usually I listen to the Scrap Gals podcast, and they also have a Facebook group. So you can look up the Scrap Gals community if you're on Facebook. And then whatever app you use to listen to podcasts, you can find them under the Scrap Gals. And it's just about memory keeping, and it's really fun. You get to know the hosts, and they actually do retreats, and one of the hosts also does cruises and classes. So it's a really fun group to be part of. So I think this particular time that I was scrapbooking, I was actually listening to Invisibilia, which is an NPR podcast. And wherever you listen to podcasts, on my iPad, I just listen on the podcast app. On my Android phone, I downloaded Castbox, and that I am happy with that. That's a good app for me. So yes, Invisibilia is about the invisible forces that shape human behavior, and it's really interesting. Every episode has a story or two about a person, and it's really entertaining. So yes, those are the podcasts that I listen to while I craft. What are some podcasts that you guys listen to? Maybe I'm missing out on some. Let me know if you have any good recommendations in the comments. Okay, so my layering is done, and I just did a basic, white mat, and then I layered some 6x6 papers just around so that I could bring in the different colors in my photos, or the colors that are going to be in my layout. So I like that blue and pink just because their shirts are blue and pink. The black and white just gives it a good pop of color. And then the pink and yellow back there because I want to add a few pops of yellow to this layout. These acetate ephemera pieces are from Amy Tangerine Oh Happy Life. And I've had them forever. So I thought that this would be a perfect place to use them. So I'm going to try and cut the palm tree so that it looks like they are going all the way to from the top of the photo mat to under the photo mat. And this is just my little dorky way of making sure it's kind of straight. I wasn't sure what I was thinking. Okay, maybe I'll measure from the middle of the palm trees, and then I said no, I'll just measure from like the side of this one palm tree to kind of see if it's straight. So there, I think it's a little crooked, but it's okay. I've learned to learn the little things go. Now this other acetate piece, I kind of want to tuck it in somewhere here behind this. This is the journaling card. It's either a journaling card or ephemera piece that I found that says I believe in hugs. And when I saw that, I right away set it aside and I put it in my storage box next to these pictures. So I used the little 4x6 storage boxes that go inside an iris case, and you can find them at Michael's. Scrapbook.com just recently got them in also, but they're a lot cheaper at Michael's if you get them on sale or with the coupon. So that's where I store my photos, so I put that die cut right there with the pictures as well. Now this giraffe here is from Amy Tangerine Oh Happy Life as well, and it's going on this layout just because. There's no reason that there should be a giraffe in this layout. There were no giraffes involved in this day. So the only reason it's going on here is because I really, really liked the yellow color. It's a nice, bright, cheery yellow, and my daughter loves animals, so there's really no reason not to include it in this layout, I guess. So yes, layout with a giraffe just for no reason. I'm just trying to see if these pieces would fit, and this little piece, I'm trying to see where it would go, where it would look better, and I like it here. I like how it mimics that roundness of the acetate piece and then a rectangle on top of it. So I'm gonna do I'm gonna trim it down so that it can fit here better, and I think that brings a good balance to the layout. And then there's that yellow piece behind it, and it kind of mimics the yellow in the giraffe too. So I don't know, I really like the way those two clusters ended up looking with different elements, but they ended up looking nicely balanced. So if you have a Facebook account or Instagram, Shamel Lane Glitter Girl is doing a 30-day random motif challenge, and so because there's so many random motifs in our scrapbooking supplies, she's challenging us to use them. So like unicorns, cacti, wild birds, giraffes is one of them. I was thinking of posting this up in her group or her page. She has a Facebook group called Scrapbook Like a Superhero, and as well as an Instagram account, a Facebook account. You can find her. Just look up Shimel Lane, and you'll see, if you scroll down the post, you'll see the challenge. Okay, so this tape here, I've thought there was something missing on the edges, so I really wanted to put, this is from the Good Vibes collection, the washi tape, and I really like how this finishes off the layout. As you can see, I've added more puffy hearts, a little rainbow, and then that little yellow butterfly is from the Shimel box of crayons collection. I think that the washi tape works here because there's that washi tape printed on that card, and that little rectangle card I put on the right, that also had some tape printed on it. It was black and white tape, but I had to cut it off. So now I'm gonna put some of this pink tape here, and I really like how that balances everything out. And I wanted to add a few little enamel hearts, and I was trying to finish off this layout with the enamel hearts, and then it just didn't seem complete. And I realized that I hadn't added any journaling yet, which is weird for me because I usually stop after I get my main embellishments on. I do my journaling and then I keep going on to finish the layout. So this time I went ahead and just added like my final embellishments, and then realized my layout wasn't finished. Now I didn't want to add any more to this layout because I like the way that it looks right now. So I'm gonna do some hidden journaling, and I went through my die cuts and found this little tag, and I think it looks great there, but the little heart's in the way, so I think I'm just gonna add it here on this tag, and then there. That's great. I like that. So I'm gonna do my journaling in there. And I love to do hidden journaling because, it gives you the facts of the story if you care to read it. I usually put it on the top so you can just reach into the page protector and pull, and you'll be able to read it. But I don't expect anybody to go through my scrapbooks or read my journaling anytime soon. So now I just have to figure out how to keep it from sliding in all the way. So I'm sticking my finger in here to see how much room I have, and I added some score tape there on the side and on the bottom. That way my journaling tag has like a secure place to go. And then I just go around and I make sure that all of my elements are attached to my background really well. And that's it. I clean up my photos because I touch them a lot while I create, and they have big fingerprints on them. So that's it, you guys. Thank you so much for watching. Stay tuned for close-up shots. Bye.